right now, I'm working on three pieces. I've recently finished Sisyphus, or at least I've decided it's in a good enough place to stop. And honestly, that's the question when to walk away from a painting. It's a tricky one, but for me, it's usually when I feel confident in every area. Like I've resolved the problems that I set out to solve, and going any further might actually start undoing what's working. And if I'd regret pushing it, I try to stop then. And that leaves me with Prometheus Eurydice and a new piece which I just started. The new one began with my non-dominant hand, per usual, which is something I do when I want to tap into a more intuitive energy, which I guess you could say is always. It looks abstract at first, but to me it's not. It's a small island which might be in a deep or choppy ocean with sort of a cavernous opening at the front and this beam of light breaking through above it. It came out all in one go pretty fast, and I've just been following where it leads. I have a title in mind, but I'm not going to disclose it quite yet until it gets a little further along. With Prometheus, I'm not really changing the color palette at this point. I'm happy with that. Right now, I'm mostly focused on building texture, especially around the column. It's a very slow, intentional layering process that kind of came inward rather than outward, which is likely the smarter idea, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow of a painting. What's funny is Eurydice is the opposite. The columns were the first part I really developed, and now I'm letting them rest while I work around them. I haven't touched the boat in a while. That was something I laid in early on. But I'm working on the areas around it, swirls and brush strokes, waterfall paths. I'm trying to get the movement right while also shifting the color palette into something that feels more like me. And, Eurydice started in a palette that I didn't like at all. I liked the composition, the structure, and the bones were there, but the colors felt off. And they still don't feel 100%, but they're certainly getting closer. I've noticed this pattern. Some pieces begin in the right colors and just feel correct from the outset. But the progress can get kind of static in those cases, not always, like I'm just building surface. Other pieces like this one start out kind of wrong, but that gives me room to feel the transformation as I go, though it can be a little more frustrating. And that's where I'm at now. The colors still aren't fully there, but they're improving, and I can feel them getting a lot closer to what I want them to be. So now I've got three pieces on the table, and honestly, it's anyone's guess which will be finished first. I started Prometheus first, but that doesn't always mean that that's the one that's going to get finished first. I just like to go with the flow and see what wants to emerge at the time that it wants to emerge.